What's going on, guys? I am the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I kind of want to just talk about my thoughts on the Knights of the Old Republic remake and all of the stuff regarding that. So if you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing and hitting the notification bell for other videos on the KOTOR remake and other video games and comics, books, movies, TV shows, Star Wars news, all that stuff. So, alright, without further ado, let's get right to it. So, the first thing, I'm going to do a little bit of a recap of kind of the KOTOR remake. So, they announced it late 2021 with a very basic trailer that just showed Revan basically flashing a lightsaber. So that's it. So and then and the people developing it was Aspyr, who are responsible for a lot of Star Wars game ports like KOTOR, KOTOR 2, Republic Commando, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Knight 3 to, Nintendo Switch and PlayStation and, other consoles. So this is like their first foray into actually developing a video game from the ground up. And it's supposedly a PlayStation exclusive. So, and again, but then, through the last few years, there's been trouble with, that. Yeah. So eventually Aspyr lost the KOTOR remake. So Aspyr is no longer involved, and it's at Saber Interactive. And it's still there. And we really don't know very much because every so often I feel like we'll hear like, oh, it's canceled. And then someone will say, no, it's not, it's delayed. And it's just like, is it canceled? Is it delayed? All these little shifts and, if it's delayed or canceled or, oh, it's not, and all that stuff. It's just, there's so much uncertainty about this remake. And then, obviously there are rumors about some stuff regarding the game. I don't know if they're true or whatever, like for instance, Revan being a voiced protagonist, I think is a fine change. I think that would work. Give him a little bit more. Because you should still be able to choose the dialogue options. You just voice all of those options, so you can still. I think that works. But then on the other side, you have things like gender swapping and race swapping certain characters, like Kalo Nord. You're making apparently they want to make him a lady. And my opinion is, instead of changing pre-existing characters, you make new characters if you want to be diverse or whatever. That way you're not going to make people mad because you're changing pre-existing characters. What if Kalo Nord is someone's favorite character and they like him the way he was, but then you change him and all that? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. Well, in my opinion, I'm of the opinion that they probably should just cancel the KOTOR remake, because you have to get this remake right. You can't make a mediocre remake, because what's the point of going through all the effort and the cost and all that if it's going to be mediocre? So, and we just keep hearing delays and issues and all that stuff. And if they're going to change the story or certain aspects, certain characters or whatever, then I don't think that's a good thing, because you shouldn't have to change the characters or the story. You could just add new things rather than taking and changing. But I don't know. we still have the original KOTOR, which is a fun game, you know. So I say just play that, you know. If they cancel the KOTOR remake, oh well. I don't think it's the end of the world. We don't always need to remake every single video game on Earth so it looks all clean and crisp and modern. There's nothing wrong with having these older games be in their original format. Like, do we need to remake all the movies? You know, do we need to, do we need to remake Indiana Jones and the Star Wars original trilogy? Do we need to remake that so they look all clean and crisp? No. Part of their charm is that they're movies that were made when they were made. Same with video games. So, yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. You can let me know what you think of this scenario in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.